Hello and welcome. Right, I've done a little bit of stacking and I thought, you really ought to be showing everybody else the stacking. So a lot of people actually like to watch that. So, but the main reason obviously you come on a map, especially a map like this, is to show off the features of the map. So I thought, well, I don't want to be doing too much of that. I do this on every other Let's Play. So I have been racking my brains. I've really put us low. We've gone from like rags to riches. We had over 100 grand, well over 100 grand, and we've blown it all on equipment. Now, don't get me wrong. You've got to do that, but I've left us in a bit of a nasty position. I've been looking at the contracts. There's tedding contracts and the silage contracts, but I've got to be honest, the equipment that's on offer is absolutely diabolical. So we could do 2 or 3 silage contracts, and we could lease a silage wrapper, an all-in-one bale is what I'm thinking, or we could invest in the quick bale, which does both. But we've got, obviously, it'd be manual stacking to begin with. Not that I'm afraid of that. I'm really not bothered about that at all. Yeah, I've got plans with these straw bales, but I've not got the money to implement the plans. So we are absolutely in a position I'm not normally in. Yeah, really, at this. I mean, we bought the fields quite early on, and we bought quite a lot of equipment. It was obviously, I don't regret it. The Sampo Rosenloo. I always struggle with the name of that. Always, you never ever sort of said it very much throughout the entire game and playing the game, because I struggle with it. I always want to put an extra S in the middle for some reason. Right, fantastic. Yeah, what I'm hoping to turn these to manure, but obviously really more for when we've got a biogas plant, whether it's the on the map biogas plant or whether it's my normal. But I'd like to try and feature the map a bit more than I have done in the past. Although sometimes it's the in-game 1 megawatt jobbies that are like a million. Then it's just takes too long to actually do that, and the in-game normal ones are absolutely, as I showed on Horse Aggravation, absolutely rubbish. Really just a waste of 400,000. So I would definitely never do that again. It would yeah, that was a mistake. But on Horse I'm living with it, and it's bringing in a little bit of money. I would say it's probably about paid for itself now with the digestate that gets turned to fertiliser, as we're sort of doing here a little bit, but again only by our own stuff, and we've not done that much yet. So mainly here it's going to be seeds. In the back, I mean, we could just speed through. I mean, we've got, trying to think what crop I'm going to plant next year, or the back end of this year really, for next year. Second. Right, let's go grab this and bring it to us, I think. Yeah, it's a nice tractor. I'm getting you. It is a little bit different to most other articulated tractors because it's really, obviously, originally not really a tractor, but it is still quite an amazing thing. So we've cleared all of the ones off our first field. What I'd like to do, what I'm trying to say is, I want to feature the map. Now we've got this opportunity to get off that, and I know it's not going to bring in a fortune. That's not really what it's about. But I'd like to feature the things on the map, and I'd really like to do that more than I normally would. So if that means ducking and diving a little bit more than normal, like selling fields and stuff like that, if that's the only option I've got to try to bring in, to try to be realistic and not pump. So Mr. CLP's Let's Play, it is fantastic, but obviously he's usually multiplayer, and obviously, and I'm not trying to have a go either. He's a storyteller, and it's always been that way. I've got what I've got, and I can't buy half the map because I've not earned the money to do that. If I had, then I would, but that's going to take me time. Whereas using the tools that Mr. CLP has done, he's obviously injected money in and all that type of stuff, and he's using sort of storylines, just put this down. Yeah, which he's working for other farms, which are the storyline units that he's actually using, which is it's fantastic. I'm not having a go. I'm really not. I'm explaining, not complaining. But I'm saying I don't play that same way, so it means that I've got to do everything really, as in like, yeah, everything is by our own efforts. There's no a million and I've bought fields in the background and I'm working for myself under another name. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, sort of thing. Yeah, that still sounds a bit critical, and I'm not trying to, because again, it's a different play style. So I'm not having a go. It is. I love Mr. He is my favourite content creator, so I'm not having a go. I'm really not. Yeah, because I am a massive supporter. So truly, still now. Yeah, I actually watched his quite a few of his episodes on this very map. So yeah, I'm not having a go at all. It's a different play style, but what I'm saying is that gives me, I can't do that because I'm trying to play. I know, again, that sounds like I'm saying he's not playing fairly, and that's not what I'm saying either. Yeah, by the rules that I'm setting myself to play by, that's the better way to say it. Yeah, because it's not right or wrong to do what Masipi is doing. It's different. It's as simple as that. Yeah, so I'm not trying to have a go. Sometimes it sounds, words can be quite critical, and I don't mean it in that way. Right, let's move down a little, I think. I think we've done everything up there. Yeah, we have. Fantastic. Yeah, so I have got plans for these big bales. And they'll say there are plenty of baling contracts on here. I think we did look at the biogas plants, and it wasn't that expensive, I think. In fact, let's have a look now. Let's just gather our thoughts, and we need to start conjuring up some battle plans. Is the real truth of the matter. Yeah, 8 and 9. I mean, I do like my grass. I do. I always have done. I believe actually the buy point is usually somewhere around here. Is this the same as right? Let's not. Yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's just switch on zone markers for a minute. And we shall see how much it is to buy. I'm sure we've done this, and I'm sure it was quite very reasonable. In fact, not quite. There we go. Oh, no, it wasn't. Right, okay. No, it wasn't very... It was the actual in-game normal one, the biggie. Right, so this is out for us then. So it makes me wonder, do we... While we're here, let's have a look at the fields 8 and 9, because these are good grass fields, but... Thinking about it... Yeah... I mean, we've almost got a full complement of equipment, really. The liming contracts, the good one's gone. That's 11 and 12... Just have a look at the cost of fields. I know that it's a lot, and I don't mean that in a nasty way. Yeah. Oh, now that isn't. Why is that so cheap? Is this grass? And there's super duper. I'm trying to think, could we stick a mini biogas plant on the bottom of one of those? Do we? Do we temporarily sell? Value 75. Not selling the original field. There's no way I'm doing that. But we need to... Yeah, we've got a... Unlucky 13. 14. We'll buy that one. No, because I will buy 13 as well. That's not what I'm... Oh. No, because I've not sold my fields yet. I'm being silly. Oh, let's grab our bales off first. I know you can still do it. I know you can. But let's go grab those. And then we're going to do something. Yeah, like I say, I'm going to have to... I will buy these fields back. It's not... This is more about keeping us going. Because I did say I was going to pull out every stop on this. And I've got to think outside the norm. I've got to use... A bit like I was saying a couple of sessions ago. I don't think it was last. No, it was session before last. Game mechanics are to be used, not abused, but used. The same as the fact that we can sell fields, and we can always have the perfect farm on FS22, unless we've got a mod on that stops us doing that. In so much as we can always buy fields right next to each other, which is something a normal farmer doesn't have. That often they have to drive miles, as we all know when you're following a tractor and you're thinking, where is your field? Yeah, so it's true. We on Farming Simulator, we can have the perfect farm with all of our fields next to each other, which is what I love. I absolutely love that. But in real life, it's not like that. But what I'm saying is, I know I don't like, it's not field flipping. I mean, we bought these and we tendered them and we are going to buy them back, but we need to generate some income. We've got almost a full set of grass equipment. We could lease the quick bale. I do love the quick bale. It has fast become my absolute favourite. So I don't like its little windrow ability, as in, because we've got a windrow. I'm really not worried about that. But it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. It's one thing I wish you could switch off, and I would. Yeah, because I don't really need that. But apart from that, it is absolutely fantastic. The fact you can hitch up an Anderson and that type of stuff for a bale, yeah, it is brilliant. And I know we've not got another minute, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way until we can afford an Anderson. Or we lucky enough to get one in the sales, which is not very frequent. So, yeah. They're very reasonable anyway, 50 odd grand for an Anderson. Always thought they were a very well priced mod. Well, no, trailer, it's not a mod, is it? So, yeah. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to sell our 2 fields here. This straw is going to become manure, but only when we've got our biogas plant. So we need, also we would need one of the mods from JM Gaming's arsenal, which is the French. I should show you actually. Yeah, this is I've used this quite a bit now. It's a fantastic production. Again, I've got with having the upgrade mod. It's a little. It has tweaked it from when I first saw it. It was quite slow. Now it's a little bit faster, but it's not supposed. It's supposed to chug in the background. It's not really supposed to be a powerhouse. Where are we? Are you hiding? I thought it was near the beginning. Ah, here we go. The old French dovecoats. Yeah, convert straw just to manure. So perfect for a BGA. It's 10,000 because it has only got the one purpose. So it's not. Yeah. So I'm thinking the silage business and BGA, but we need to generate some income. So I don't know whether I think we're going to have to do some contracts. I can't see any other way, and if we're going to do it with our own equipment, I think we might need to do a bridging loan, as in we're going to earn some income from what we're going to do. So I don't mind us doing that. Most bank managers, if you said, oh, I'm going to earn 50 grand, would you lend me 20? They'll go, yeah, absolutely. Especially if you could prove that you were doing a contract for a farmer or something like that was definitely guaranteed to bring in the money. So yeah, I don't like to do a loan, but I mean I still don't like it. I've got to be honest, it does go against the grain, but that again is using mechanics, although I don't like saying, oh, I'm not going to do something and then doing it. That's something that Frithgar's viewers used to hate, and I've got to be honest, I myself am not a massive fan of it, especially when just because it suits. I suppose that is true. Let's stick to it. No bank loans, not even bridging. We're going to have to do something ourselves, even if that means contracts for once. So that would mean I can lease. Yeah, that's true, I can. So we could lease. Do a couple of contracts. It's true. We are allowed to sell our fields. That's not allowed. So there's going to be a bit of extra. If we sell these 2, we're going to have enough to buy that field that we've just seen, and probably the quick bale. So we won't be breaking any rules then. I want to stick to my rules. I don't want to. I can't undo what I've done, but I cannot do it anymore. Yeah, because I don't like doing it. To be honest, that was more out of desperation. It was a bit of a disaster, that one was. Coming off the lousy week that I'd had. Stressful week, I won't say lousy. There were still moments. I went to watch the film Blue Beetle. I really enjoyed that. That was fantastic. It was as good as all the hype about it. A good family film. Yeah, it was. And superhero. It was, I thought, one of the best superhero movies and believable superhero movies I've watched, because it was believable. There's a lot of films, even films like The Matrix, and I mean, I love The Matrix. It's one of my favourite all-time films. But there's a couple of sequences in there that are just so unrealistic, like where Neo is going through the foyer of the building, and there's a million bullets literally flying around, and not a single one catches him. Now he's not the chosen one. He's not got any abilities at that moment. It's always raise my eyes heavenward and like roll them when I see that, as good as it is. Yeah, I know it's for effect and all. Right, we need to grab that tether. Will I stop saying windrow? We need to grab this tether because it's sort of somehow done something weird there. I'm hoping it doesn't do anything strange. I think it's in the ground, and that never doesn't. Yeah, not sure if it'll let me grab it. Oh, it will. Oh, and the bin. Ah, yeah, that's the point, I suppose. I've always got it. No, I stick to my guns on that. It is mega. Really, you'd have to do hundreds and hundreds to earn anything. It really is. When I started to work out how many I would do, because initially I was going to do it, and I thought, I'm not sure that I really fancy doing it. Right, now we do want to be doing this though. Yeah, I'd like to do whatever this is, whether it's soil, sand, I'd like to grab it, and yeah, that's why I didn't want this to be too much about baling and stacking, because we do that everywhere. So then, I think that Sampo is probably the perfect tractor for this, because it's so manoeuvrable. We'll upgrade it as well, but obviously again, money. Right, so then, we want to be selling our 2 fields. We have taken all of our products off them. Sell, yes. And sell, yes. Now, what extra land has that got? That's interesting. I didn't see that. How much extra land? Oh, it's where the trees are. Is it big enough for a biogas plant, though? I think it probably is. We might investigate that. Yeah, so I don't intend on not having these fields. Couldn't we have just planted grass here? We could, but the reason I didn't is because it's July now, August, September, October. It would be an October cut, and I would hope those grass probably haven't been cut, which is again using game mechanics to my advantage, because I know this. Yeah, that normally the AI hasn't done that if you don't do it, so I'm using game mechanics to my advantage. Now we're going to do this though, we're going to need this. Now we've got the other trailer. Yeah, we can take the other trailer and leave these on. Let's drop these for now, because this is not what this episode is about to feature. I want to have a look at what this stuff is, and we are allowed to suck it off our own. I'm going to use the sucker's not the right words. Yeah, no, I was ever so surprised about that. It only used 1% to lime that entire field. It's something about precision farming and the liming mods. They don't see, because you've not got the field data. It sort of does a minimal spread. I mean, we're talking 1%. I don't know how on earth you could possibly do it that tight that you only use 1%. I mean, I'm not complaining, we earned a lot of money from it, but obviously in real life I wouldn't want to be diddling a farmer by not giving him a proper spread. So, but I have no control over the mod. Just, yeah, I don't like the idea of any kind of cheating, never have. Right, that should be... Right, smash it. Yeah, we'll keep my eye out for the lime contracts though, because they are a good little money spinner. Now that we need to be dropping you, but let's take you out first. I do love the setup. I do love the bins. I'm going to feature them myself now, since using them on Horse. I'm not quite so terrified of using them. Yeah, because I like to pick things up on the fly, and it's not always possible with some things to do that. Yeah, but I did sort of manage to pick that up on horse with a reasonable, not terrible learning curve. Right, so we want the... Actually, let's grab that first. It's round the other side of the house, isn't it? The red. Oh. And that was all me. Yeah, it's... I turned... This has got the ability to turn way too quickly, and I'm not quite used to it yet. It's my fault. I'm not calling the mod either. Totally my fault. Not quite used to it yet. Let's pipe out. Let's go and investigate what this stuff is. I think it's sand. Supposed to be sand, but obviously it's sort of like weed stalks, really. Right. And I don't want to go filching stones or anything like that either. Down at the bottom where we did that first thing, technically I'm sort of stealing. I know I'm not, but you know what I mean. It's now I know about it. I don't want to be doing that. Right, so I want to lower, switch on, and let's finally have a look at what this is. Oh, okay. Now we own this land, so why? Well, I know you can grab it, so let's go grab the bucket then. Let's go grab the telehandler. Have we bought a bucket? I think we have. I vaguely remember. Or did I just talk about it? Well, let's have a look in our... Yes, these are very good deals. I did look at them and I thought, oh, but we haven't got them. Ah, we have got telehandler buckets. I thought we had. Show a map. I think it's under... I think it's in the shed. I'm sure it is. I'd like to get this adjusted. The weight's driving me crazy with this lurching malarkey. It's horrible. So let's get that adjusted. And where's the gears? Let's do this. I would like to put a shelf in as well, but again, it's all money. Don't get me wrong, we've bought a lot of equipment and stuff as well. Aha, there we are. Right, first things first, wait before it drives me absolutely crazy. Oh. That's what I'm used to. There's no lurching at all. Well, there is a slight, actually, yeah. It's only if you literally turn, like, very sharply. Can we get that? Will it let us get it? No, it's literally sort of somehow gone on the other side of the, which is a shame. In fact, let's just, yeah, destroy it, because it is annoying more than anything. We'll use the soften. That's it. Jobs are good. All gone. Just draw our attention to it all the way through the Let's Play. We don't want that. So then, can we get this? Or is it really? Well, it's our land. That's the thing. That is it our land though? Yeah. It totally is. So do you have the bucket here? Right, okay. So this is nothing. It must be other things that he's taken off there. I'm sure it was this. Well, it's not drawing off. It's certainly not drawing off. Right, okay, well, there we go. Totally flummoxed, because I seriously thought that you could. I might be doing something wrong, but I'm not sure. We own the land. Right, anyway. Let's recover from the curveball, and we're going to buy plot 14 for 103, leaving us the grand total of 55,493, which means we will buy. I'm trying to think, is there another way? We've got square bales already. Do we buy the... It's the same price. The quick bale is so reasonable. Is it? Oh, is it 60,000 though? I think it is. It's good, but it's not. I'm trying to think if there is. As a square baler. Yeah, I mean, if money was no object. I mean, the baler was as cheap as chips. It's the wrapper. Oh, those new round, yeah, I've forgotten about those. Yeah, 60,000 for an all-in-one solution. Does the whole shebang, which will also then help us for baling contracts. So we are a little bit under. I'm not selling our fields, I refuse. Well, I know we could sell some of the bits of metal. I don't want to be selling it out of season, because although it is ours, it has been very kindly left for us at this particular time of year. Now that's January, so what are we going to do? We can send our mower down to start mowing. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to stop the cameras for a few minutes. I'm going to go and literally take the mower down, because otherwise the session's going to be too massive. So I'm going to see you in a few minutes. Right, we're on. Sometimes it requires a bit of lateral thinking, only I've not repaired this. So I've got everybody on follow though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I might use game mechanics. I'll put a toolbox down. The train's just got a couple of minutes ago, so it should be alright. Yeah, I've tried sending them down here first, and they would not have it. They don't like the this. Have I updated this? Because I know there's an update. I'm not sure. I think no, I did. I remember doing it now, thinking about it. Yeah, so we're going to go down, do our fields, and we're going to stick it in this. But I'm thinking about the Omatana rather than actually doing this where we've got a tool. I'm thinking about making some silage. Also thinking, do I do some contracts but then use the silage that we've already got on hands? Because you can do that with loose. The farmer doesn't mind you taking loose if you really want. So that is also an option. So we have options. Yay, I was right. And this is what I was on about. Yeah, we've got a field full of third growth stage grass. We could put an Omatana on the edge of this. We own half of the headland. So to me, we have the makings of a plan. Right, so then. We also have two forage wagons, technically. If we've got a bigger... Yeah, later on when we've got a bigger thing, we can actually... I can manually do this one, whilst the worker fills the other one if we're going to do this. And I think... Let's have a look. Is this... Do we own that field? No, we're not looking in the right place. It really is just that. Oh, hang on, there isn't. No, it's the road. It is. Yeah. Am I in the wrong field? No, I am on the edge of the right one. Right, let's set the mower going. Yeah, I was looking at the equipment and I was thinking, well, we have got forage. Actually, I think this is too strong for... I think it's 150 horsepower. Sure it is. 110. Ah. Actually then, that's perfect. I think we should stick this on the tractor that's best suited for it. Only we should wait for the rain to abate. I had forgotten about that. We'll get everything ready. And so we will be... I might run this up to get repaired while we've got this little... So I am going to do that now. Oh, I love the sound of the thunder. Yeah, I'm going to... I'll be right back. I'm going to take this... So the money we're down a tad just to repair this. And then we shall wait the rain out. In fact, I'm going to put the time on times 10, just so as we can see this out. And I'm going to see you shortly. I've got to switch the cameras on. This sound effects of this thunder is absolutely phenomenal. I thought, you don't hear that very often. It's tremendous. There was cracks of thunder going on, like, oh, please don't tell me it's gone now. That switched the cameras back on. You literally got peals of thunder that were tremendous. Now it's not doing it. Go figure. There we go. Right, repair. We could do with a bit of a wash as well. It's a little bit mucky. Oh dear. That was a little bit. Well, that's a point. Have I actually done that? Have I done my repair settings? I can't recall doing that, which would explain why this is so expensive. Oh, no, that's volume. It's that one, I think. It's the one above. Oh, I'm glad we've done this. Am I uneasy? I know start on it now. Dirt, normal, dirt. I'm not on normal. Glad I've seen this. Let's have a look. Please tell me I am. Yeah, economy, difficult. No, oh, not got off because you'll be going through the day way quicker than you thought. Yes, oh, traffic's off. Oh, when did I knock that off? I would think that was on another Let's Play. Ah, it is 100%. 50. And we knock it down to 25% interval. Although the paint, I personally still think, takes absolutely no difference. All my life, it's 20 past 2. I hate doing that when I've got it on times 60 and I forget and I'm waffling on to you guys and gals, and then, yeah. Right, I think that's it. Well, the good news is the rain is gone. Not surprising, half the day has too. Right, so then, Omatana, we've got the 20,000 that requires. Not sure, I'm trying to think, because obviously we bought that field down there. I was going to do the biogas plant, but we can easily plant these two fields up here for next year. So we could sort of do, yeah, it would make more sense that we did the Omatana up here. We did make a bit of room in our yard. If this is, I'd like this to be, I could make both of those into grass fields and even make them one grass field, really. One longish, strange one, and then have a little mini biogas. It's not going to be major, it's not going to be humongous because the fields aren't big enough, but I could have been sensible and set the mower mowing whilst we make our way down there. It would, to me, seems quite a sensible thing to do. Oh, I'm the wrong one. That always catches me, even now. It still catches me out. Alright, let's get this coarse blade. It's a nice mower. It wouldn't be my normal choice, but then that's what I like about the sails. Right, so then field 9. I need to make a new folder first. And then we need to create a course. So then, create job. And it's selected already. I would say 3 headlands. Headland corners. Sharp. I like that actually. That's a newish setting. Headland, generate field work. And save. Activate 6 meters. And let's get this party started. We are going to go and get our Please tell me you can clear that. It's hot. Yeah, I think we're all right. Let's just check, make sure there's nobody coming. Now we've switched traffic on. Thought it was a bit quiet on the roads. It certainly was. I'm trying to think when I actually switched that off. Old Farm Countryside? Yeah, because it's a global setting, isn't it, again? Yes, I'm a bit flummoxed about what that stuff is, because I know Mr. Silly P's cleared stuff off of his, so I'm wondering what... Yeah, because that was our land. I'm a bit confused now. That's easily done for me. So we need to be setting the windrower now, which I think would use the Sempo for. If we're going to do this though, it doesn't make so much sense. It's not big enough. If we're not doing the Omatana down here, which was my original plan, but it is true, if we're thinking for the future, you've got to think ahead. It's better for us to run this grass up to our yard and stick it in there if that's going to be the hub. Right, so then we need to make the course. We should think about this and have a bit of a look while that's got a couple of minutes for the cutter to actually cut the grass. Field target's not on a field. I am not at the minute. 3, I think a couple actually is more than enough. Yeah, definitely. And save 14.8 meters. Brilliant. Is that struggling with that mow? Because it shouldn't be, really. Although it's only just on the... Doesn't seem to be, though. Let's observe it. No. We've got work to do. Yeah, I'm trying to think. We've got... Yeah, we have our yard. And we have... Let's go up there. Let's go and survey our land. Now there is another place for this. If you... think I still haven't done away with that plan of actually changing the road a little bit down here to go down here. Well, if we're because we've got to keep the ramp, we could stick the Omatana here in this bit of wasted field as we were going to talk about. Put the biogas plant bit there. It will say I've not got enough money, but I just while we've got this time, while that's mowing, it's time to plan, I think. Yeah, the Omatana could go there. The Omatana could. We could be a little bit clever and use... We've got some space here through the... Yeah, and here. But would you do that to a beautiful place where you've got a bit of a... Well, we've definitely got that there, but let's have a look at the mini biogas plant first. Yeah, I'd like to have a look at that. I know we've not got enough money and it's going to moan at me. But that's by the by. I'm used to it moaning at me, really. I'm not used to not having this money, though. Ah, so actually that's... Ooh, no, it wouldn't. No, it would literally take the ramp out. Well, it would if you did it that away. Ooh. That's true, actually, it would, but it does a massive thing where it's got a skirt all the way around it, so it's not probably the best to do that. I don't want to waste any of our field. I know it's not our field at the minute, but it will be. Oh, I'm not sure it's as big as you think. Oh, I don't know. It is, actually. Yeah, if we take those trees out, there's going to be a bit of leveling goes on. That's definitely true, but that will do nicely. So yeah, the Omatana, again, if we're going to try to, in fact, actually, let's think about this. We get that bit of grass there. I think the Omatana in the middle of those two fields, if these two fields are going to be the grass fields, it makes the most sense, or does it? I've had this argument before on Maypole. Does it make it makes more sense that your production is at the closest place to actually get the job done, which means on the field. This is what Maypole taught me, really. Well, one of the many things it taught me was, so really in the very middle of that field there, when we bought the 2 fields back, obviously. Right, let's go back down to our survey how our mower is doing. It's doing a cracking job. I think he's on the ups and the downs. So we might be able to send this on its first little bit, I think. We should be able to do 1. We have Farmer Girl leading charge, and we are going to grab this. I believe we need to place the Omatana, though. We do indeed. This is definitely true. I am being silly. So I think we'll do what we just discussed, which is, apologies for this, yeah, Wally in charge. Right, so if we stick that down where we just discussed, Omatana, which is still typically staying, oh, no, there we go. Nope, that's the one we want. Farm supply production. We took it back, because you never know. But we do need to think about, yeah, in fact, central, I think. That way you've got room to get to it from all ways. It's fairly flat there. So in the middle. Oh, I don't want to do anything with the ramp. That's my only concern. I think it's still done something, a little something. Let's do a little bit of painting. Can we afford? Yeah, no, it's got to be done. So a bit of grass. Let's make it a little bit bigger. It's just weird things to near concrete. And we can't afford real grass. Unfortunately, we can't. Oh, we have an accident. Of course we do. It was bound to happen. It really was. And they both abandoned ship. We have Farmer Girl twice. Have I got my... I have got my, Princess Leia and Jyn Erso. Anyway, I think it's probably about time for a time lapse, really. Otherwise, this is going to be a monster session now. So I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, that's that done. I realised, I just thought, I'm still field flipping. If I go down there and I buy that field and I cut the grass and I sell the fields and aren't I field flipping? I mean, that was not my original intention. So, truthfully speaking, if we're going to make that our grass field for at least until, I think we've got to play realistic. Otherwise, it is and can be said that it is field flipping, and I'm not having that because was never my intention to actually do that at all. So I think what we're going to do is the last job of the day is we've switched that on, but it won't do it because we've also done the water side. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stick a tap down there next. In fact, yeah, it makes more sense we'll do that next session. I think it's been a long enough session. We'll get this ready, and in fact, no, I think I will. We'll do this. It just rounds it out nicely. Makes it ours because we've invested in the field and it is ours. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was sort of thinking, oh yeah, I'll cut that and then I'll sell it and then I'll do it. And I thought, well, not really. The other thing is, I would want to get a second cut, even if we are selling that next year. Then it's not a single. I'm not flipping the field where you buy it, get your product and sell it back. But I was thinking about, yeah, almost caught myself in my own reasoning. It's so easy to get caught by that. I mean, I know a lot of people do it, and a lot of people don't see anything wrong with it, and it is a game, so really technically there isn't. But I'm trying to play realistically, and it is a little bit naughty if you do that. I know even the big names have done it, but it is what it is. I don't want to do that. So it's ours till the end of the year, and we'll sell it in the back end once we've done the final cuts, but we will scan it and we will fertilise and lime it as well. So we'll do this now, last job of the day. Then next time we're going to get the water in that, the Omatana, the farm production pack, yeah, the farm supply production facility. Get that all sorted to get the water in there so that it can make us digestate too when we do place the biogas plant. Yeah, things that we've got a little bit of money towards it. I'm trying to think, we might need to do a couple of contracts. We've got to raise one. I suppose we could sell the actual field in the back end. We shall see. There are options. I just don't want to be field flipping. I really don't. That was never my intention. I think it's about 100 and odd tons worth of grass we just got there. 246ers is 92. That's about right. So there should be 2 scans. It's not that big a field really, so I can see why it was what it is. It's not awfully straight level either. It's run this back up to the top. By the time we run this back up to the farm, it should be actually done. Oh, that was, of course, it was only two samples, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm a bit, that one there, the Seppi, I am wondering, because you can also, it's more for the fact it can be a plough. If you go into it, you can do field creation active. So that's for 5. I don't know. I can buy cheaper ones to do that. TARDIS is amazing price, really, but it's a 50 tonner as well. I love it. I do. It's amazing. But we've already got one. You wouldn't do that. So yeah, we're saving up. Oh, yeah, we were looking at the fields, I believe, is what we're trying to have a look at. Oh, now I see why it was so good. It's amazing. Yeah, it is. Wow, that is fantastic. So actually, 8 is going to be very. I don't think was it 8 that was the better one. Pretty much of a muchness, really. They are both very good fields, to be honest. I suppose there is always the option of making these 2 into one grass field and then buying those back for crop. Without field flipping, we could. Can we sell our original field? No, we've got the Amazon on it now. I'm not wasting money. Of course, we can always do it the other way around. No, I would like to stick to my normal thing, which, if we're going to buy fields, for this line here is not a bad place because it's not that far from our farm. But I do want to buy 2 and 3 first as well, get those back. But whether they're grass, but it is the perfect place for the biogas plant. So to me, it seems more sensible to have these two as one fair. So I don't want grass to be featuring this so heavily. We might have to do some grass contracts, that's a different matter, but yeah, I would like to carry on with what my field plan, but we've also got to do the biogas plants and all of our other productions first. So that's the point. The Emetana, does that do? I think it does. Doesn't that do the straw to, oh, it does straw too. It does, doesn't it? I never thought, I'd forgotten about that. We might be changing our plan, actually. I think we're going to do that. Wow, I'd forgotten about that ability. Yeah, we'll do that as well. Fantastic. We're going to grab all of that. That is an awful lot of tonnage of that I would say might get about 250 tons of silage out of this combined. And then there's the digestate that we should get, which the digestate will then, then we can switch on. Let me show you. Plans are now afoot. So if we make that silage, we will obviously eventually invest that into the energy business, but that will produce digestate if we do that one. Quite a good, it's a good recipe. It's one of the best things I love about the Emetana, this particular, the farm supply production. Very rarely needs, so this can process 250 tons of that and 250 tons of that, which we haven't got that much, so it should do it in 1 month. If we go through to next month, we should do that. We should get some digestate. The digestate we can then switch on into making fertilizer. Now that's finished now, so that can be switched off. Now we were talking about, now I think we're just going to sell the oats, if I'm honest. I think it's just going to be pure old farming. And now what have we got in there? Not a lot. Not a lot at the minute. It's a very small recipe. It really is. We might soup it up a little. We might actually upgrade it. But then do we keep it as a steady? It's not supposed to be a money spinner that's supposed to make a fortune, is it really? Oh, the dog's climbing the tractor. Yeah, so what we're going to do next time is put those in there. Let's be a bit more specific. We're going to put the bales into there and produce more silage. Hopefully we will sell with the digestate. We should stick that into, it's going to be a bit of a process, but we might not need to do, we've got to fertilise and lime our field that we have just done, and yeah, there's plenty of jobs basically. So yeah, all that remains to be said for this session is thank you very much for watching. I am going to try my absolute utmost to bring out the best of the map, but we've got to establish a base to earn money rather than me using elements to sort of, yeah, Mr. Slippy I think has already bought an oil thing again with money and tools and all sorts of things to sort of to highlight the map as well. I'm not having a go again, I'm just saying, but I'm not playing by those same set of rules. I want to play with the hand that we've earned, and that's going to take longer, so I've got to try and pull out every stop to make this so it's not odious. Right, anyway, I am going to say goodbye for now.